So, by the way, of characters that were left, I could be wrong. I'll have to check next time I see the film. I am hoping to see this film again. I want to see this again. There's just so much here. Of all the Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't think that Rocket was taken. I could be wrong, but I don't think Rocket was taken. So maybe we're going to see some Rocket with joining up with it. So maybe it's not just core first team, but I don't know. And I also started to wonder, I'm like, why were some taken and why were some not? Is there a reason why the original team is still there? And Rocket was the one that I was the most, I'm like, why is Rocket still here? Why didn't he take Rocket? I don't know. Maybe we'll never know. It's just something. I'm also guessing, I'm not even, like, there are so many different names in the Black Panther characters, and I'm not going to even attempt to try to say their names because I can't remember them, and even if I did, I'd probably slaughter them. But yet, his little sister, Black Panther's little sister, who's like really sciencey and she's really smart and all that stuff. We don't know if she was taken or not. My guess is with how smart she is, I don't think she would have been taken. My reasoning behind that is because I don't think Thanos would choose to take her because she's so smart. Like, if he was like taking away half of the population, then it seems that he wouldn't be leaving the dumb ones. He would be leaving the smart ones, the ones that could prosper. Okay, now you could say it's like, well, why is he going to leave the smart ones? Why is he going to leave the ones that could come up with a plan to defeat him? Well, he's got the stones, and that's pretty hard to defeat. I don't know how they're going. My guess it's going to involve time travel in some way. Obviously, we know that there's something to do with Captain Marvel. I'm not familiar with Captain Marvel at all. All I know is the name. So, although, just like most everybody else, it has got me more geared up for the Captain Marvel film. It's like, I wonder where this film's going. So maybe the end credits of Captain Marvel is going to prelude into something about Infinity War. So actually, I think it's a pretty safe bet that Captain Marvel is going to have a huge part to say in the next part of the Infinity War. So that's exciting. But like I said, I also, going back to like who Thanos took and who he didn't, I think there's a good chance that Black Panther's little sister, I think she's still around. So, and I would think that she would have some part of a say or some part to play in the next one. She's a cool character, and I would love to see more from her. So I'm going to take a guess that she wasn't taken. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty thinking that she wouldn't be one of the ones that was taken. I also think now we're probably not, or I don't know, as far as Vision goes, Vision was the one character that, like, as soon as he was created, I knew that we knew about the Infinity Stones and that we didn't know a lot about Thanos, but we know we wanted the Infinity Stones. So as soon as Vision was created, I'm just like, wow, you got that stone in your head. You have got a death notice on since your creation. So, like, as this movie was coming out, I'm like so worried for Vision. I'm like, you are not gonna make it. He didn't make it, as we thought. It was horrible because Scarlet Witch had to she didn't want to take the stone from Vision. She did not want to do that because she loved Vision. And that was heart-wrenching, but she did it. She destroyed the stone. And then Thanos reversed back time. And then we had to see Vision go all over again. So that was like, okay, we thought we'd see Vision go once. Nope, we saw Vision go twice. However, I would say that whether or not Black Panther's little sister's there or not, but I think she is. They were like doing things to remove that stone, and they've got to have calculated information about Vision. I think Vision's in there. So I would say there's a good chance. This is my theory. I'm not, okay? When I did my Star Wars theories, I was dead wrong. I was totally wrong. So don't count this as canon. This is just my theory. I'm thinking in the Wakanda tech, Vision's in there from when she was working to extract the stone. So I think we could bring back Vision without the stone. That would be pretty cool because then it's like Vision gets back and Visions can fight without having to worry about losing the stone. And so, I don't know. That's a little... I think I would like to see if they do something with that or not. Maybe they won't do anything with that or not. Maybe it'll just be something's going to reverse everything and Vision will come back anyway, with or without the stone. I don't know, but I think that would be an interesting part to play. Because I would think with the technology of Wakanda and Black Panther's little sister, sorry I can't remember your name, but I think with her know-how, and I'm thinking she's still around, they could bring Vision back without the stone. So who knows where everything's going. Like, they could go anywhere they want with the next film. So the key things we know is we're left with the main core Avengers, the original Avengers. Unless he took Hawkeye. I would think he would take Hawkeye. We didn't see Hawkeye in the film, but I don't think Hawkeye would not have been... What would Hawkeye have done against Thanos? Shoot arrows at him? I feel so bad for Hawkeye. Like, he's the one member of the Avengers that's like, he's there, but he's kind of like the runt of the group. Like, even Black Widow, who is another human or doesn't have any super suit of any kind, she's proven herself. Like, I don't know what is about her, but I can see it's like, yeah, she's a match against all of these, but Hawkeye and his arrows, I don't know. I just think, like, I'm not familiar with the comics. From what I've seen with DC and know of DC, I do think that Green Arrow is a better character and has been proven as a better character. I've been more impressed with Green Arrow than I ever have been with Hawkeye. I'm sorry, Hawkeye. I didn't mean to show the hate. But so, well, I guess if their intentions was to bring back the original team, then Hawkeye's probably still around. I personally think Thanos probably would have taken him. So it's probably Hawkeye and his whole family. I don't know. I think he would have probably done that. But as far as the movie verse, he's probably still around, so they can have the original team. They'll run into him. I don't know. So, sorry, Hawkeye. I feel so bad bashing on you. So, because you're not a bad character. I just think compared to everybody else, you're like, eh. So, okay, so let's see. What else is there to talk about? Spider-Man's new suit, okay? So, in Spider-Man Homecoming, Tony Stark gave Spider-Man some more technical leveled suits. So we kind of, I don't know, watching that movie, it was pretty much, it was an Iron Man suit on Spider-Man. And I guess we get more of that in this one. But, I don't know, this suit was pretty impressive. It was pretty cool. Like, I don't know, he was still Spider-Man, but with this new technical suit. And I loved seeing the spider legs come out of the suit. I thought that was a cool element. I've read a lot of the early Spider-Man comics, so it was the first time I've ever seen a Spider-Man that has a suit that has the spider legs. So that was a cool element to me. I'm sure they've done it before in the comics. It probably appears in this original story. Maybe it appeared somewhere else, but it was fun to see nonetheless. So that was really great. And Thor was pretty cool too. Hulk, I thought, really played an interesting part in this film, even though we didn't get to see him a lot. From that, first off, we have that beginning moment with Hulk where Loki says, "And we have a Hulk." And that was so awesome because that's the line that Iron Man used against Loki in the first Avengers film. So to have Loki use that line against Thanos, that was really cool. That was one of the best comeback lines ever. But then that little fight with Thanos and Thor, whoa, Thanos really beat up Hulk. Like, this is the first time in these films that we've seen anything against Hulk. Maybe the Hulkbuster, but even more than that, like, Thanos held his own against Hulk. And for the first time, Hulk did not fare well in this battle. And I thought that was a really great moment, because even before getting all the stones, it showed how much of a threat Thanos can beat up Hulk. And I think that's the reason why throughout the film, Hulk did not want to come back. Hulk was scared. I mean, think about it. Hulk has always been able to go up against anything and everything that's come up against him. In Thor Ragnarok, he spent all those years as the gladiator champion in this gladiator arena show. I mean, he's like, Hulk has always been da bomb. Like, he can take it. And for the first time, he came up against somebody that he could not take. He got beat down. And so I definitely see why that would scare Hulk. And I thought that added new levels where Bruce Banner is trying to get angry to bring Hulk back, and Hulk's like, no! Because Hulk didn't want to come back. It's like, I'm not taking that again. It's a new experience for him. He's never experienced that before. Everything else he has been able to take. Even if it's held him back, he's always won in the long run. So Thanos being able to beat up Hulk, I definitely see why that would cause Hulk not to want to come out. So I'm sure something's gonna happen in the next film. Maybe Hulk's gonna get the courage, or something's just going to make Hulk so mad, or something will bring Hulk back. We'll see that come back. But I really thought that was a great element of the film, and it really adds to that level of the Hulk character. Because I don't know, I really enjoy how they have, like, Bruce is a character and Hulk's a character, even though they're one and the same. But it was an interesting element, and I thought it worked really well in the film. So overall, I really liked this film a lot. When I first came out of it, like, this is a film they're like saying, like, I don't know what to make of it. Wow, I didn't, like I said, I didn't expect them to get rid of half of so many of the team by the end of this film. I figured something was gonna happen. My original guess was, like, somebody big was gonna die, like Captain America was gonna die or something, trying to protect the last stone, and then Thanos kills Captain America, and then they weep over Captain America, Thanos gets the last stone, and that's the end of the film. I was expecting something on that. Not necessarily Captain America, but like somebody big, like Captain America. So I was actually surprised at how little Captain America was in this film. So I'm not saying, like, I understand there's so many characters, you can't get everybody in there. But I thought Captain America was going to be in the film more. So I was a little disappointed there wasn't more Captain America. It was more of a cameo appearance with how much Captain America was in it. But you win some, you lose some. You can't have everybody. But this is compelling storytelling, and Marvel knew what they were doing with these films. Like, they set up the groundwork, they established this universe, and that's why this film works so well. It is so well put together. Probably my biggest complaint with this film, I understand Star-Lord being upset with Gamora. Probably said her name wrong this time, but oh well, you know what I'm talking about, with her dying. I understand that. But at that moment, really, he's just like, I'm so mad, I'm gonna punch this godlike figure. I'm like, I get emotions. Like, if it was like in a real people, like this guy, like, oh, sorry, your girlfriend's dead, and you would probably just, first instinct would be to punch him. But this is a godlike figure. It's like, think about, like, they almost got that glove up, and you can't wait for it to go. I don't know. I just think that was just such a stupid moment. It was so stupid. Why? But I don't know. In some points where I'm like, I definitely get it. When your emotions, you're not thinking clearly. But at the same time, I'm like, even if you're mad at someone, like a god-like creature, okay? Like a bear makes you mad. Whether it killed somebody or something or whatever. Let's say a bear makes you mad. You don't just go back and punch the bear. Because you know it's a bear. And you know it's going to fight back. And it's not a good idea. So that's where it bugs me. Because we know Thanos' powers. And he's seen Thanos use the reality stone earlier in the film. So he's got a taste of Thanos. And so I don't know, to me it felt maybe Star-Lord isn't completely clear on how bad Thanos is. Maybe he hasn't seen enough of bad Thanos, but at the same time it just felt so evident. I'm like, this isn't your regular foe. This is a really godlike being that's almost unstoppable. So why are you gonna punch that guy? That's just like stupid. Like, you've got the plan. They've almost got the gauntlet out. Get the gauntlet off. Then punch the guy, you idiot. So, I don't know. It bugged me so much. And I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Star-Lord. I do think he would be upset about it. He loved her. He really liked her a lot. So, but I don't know. And that moment really puts it bad on Star-Lord because it's like, well, oh, if you would have let them get the gauntlet, I mean, maybe Thanos probably would have got the gauntlet anyway, but it really puts a bad taste in Star-Lord because of his bad move, Thanos still won. And it may have changed things if he hadn't done that. So, I know I'm getting up edgy over this, but that was a moment that really bugged me. But I guess that they. So overall though, this was a film worth seeing. I don't know. Like I said, I've got to process it for a while after seeing it, but I'm pretty sure that once film has been processed in my brain, it's probably going to be within the top 10 of the Marvel films, in my mind. Because it's like, I can't say like this is the best one ever because you gotta process it. But this film was just like, they hit so many right notes with this film. And if you think about it, it's like with this film, like so much could have gone wrong. So much could have like fallen apart. Like this is a film they really had to put together well for it to work. And it really works. So, yeah. Avengers Infinity War. Yes, Marvel, you have achieved this. And that's the Pope's perspective.